Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So this is like a video before video. It's kind of gonna be like a two-parter, part two, in case you didn't know how many two was. I had to show you. So I was asked to do a versus between the dbad Mission 4 and the Rambo 4, right? So obviously you know that I created this as a, if Rambo could do it over again, how would it have been better? So that's why I designed this one to be better than this one. I think it was accomplished. So basically it's really icy and cold and nasty outside right now, and there is another factor that we're going to get into on why I'm not going to take these out and hit them right now, and I will get into that. But first, let's get into the knives. So right away you're going to notice something off about this one, and you'll be right to think that. But you'll see it says Rambo. It's got the signature in the scabbard, signature edition. You can see the wrapped handle. But then you'll notice this. You'll say, wait a second, that's supposed to be black, like raw black. Not supposed to be polished, right? Well, this whole thing is chromed out, man. You can see right there it says John Rambo. It says Rambo right here. And then it's got what's it say, flagship on it? It says flagship right here. So this is a very, very special edition that was extremely limited to the point where I haven't even seen another one yet. I haven't seen another one of these. This is a Rambo machete, right? This is the Rambo movie machete taken down. Taken down. You'll even notice one, you'll see like, see that little dent right there? It's almost like a little dent. I'm assuming it's because it had all the little divots and all that, and they ground it all out. And so that was probably a deeper one, and that's why that's like that. It's the only spot that they really had to go in on. The rest of it looks really smooth. But yeah, that's it right there. But this thing may be the only one of its kind that's an actual, that, because I guess people could buy them and then do that, but then you don't have all that on there. It's not the signature series on there because you'd have to polish it yourself. So this, my friends, is super rare and super valuable. Now here's the deal. I've used this, man. You could actually see that I've used it, but I didn't use it too much. It's still, maybe it's a little bit dirty. It could probably be clean, but there's no scratches in it, things like that. It's pretty much in mint condition. There's nothing wrong with the edge, and I gave it a good hard use video. This, of all the Rambo knives until the new ones, because I got the Hollywood Collectibles Group versions of the MK8 and MK9. This was the only Rambo knife that I did like a serious hard use video, where the other ones I used but not as hard until the Hollywood Collectibles Group MK8 and MK9, which I still use. Which, don't get it wrong, there people, like, you see these fake ass knife channels where they go ahead and abuse knives, and a guy shot one of the Heartbreakers or whatever it was, but he got the United Cutlery version, which looks more like the movie knife as far as like scale color and all, and just little detail, than the Hollywood Collectibles Group, but it's really cheap, really bad. The Hollywood Collectibles Group, if you're gonna get one that's not made by Pole or a custom maker that you want to use, you get the Hollywood Collectibles Group kind. Those things, man, I haven't been able to beat those yet. They're just awesome. So this one actually is able to take a beating. This one can be used. Now, because it's so valuable, and because I didn't know that I got maybe one of only a couple ever made in the world, I didn't know how valuable. That's why I used it, and now I won't use it again. So I'm not going to take this one out and beat it. So what I might have to do is get another, like a Gil Hibben version that's completely still just the way, you know, the cheap Gil Hibben remakes that you can get. I think they're a United Cutlery probably. But I'll just have to get one of those and use it to do the actual battle. But at least we'll get a good look, because it's still, I believe this is still the 100% accurate size, the movie knife size. I think it's actually one of those knives just pulled apart like and done up. So now with a better sheath, we have the dbad Mission 4. So this is my version of that knife, how I would have done it, just better. Now there is one little hiccup in this knife, and that is right here. You'll see a little recurve. That wasn't there. This went all the way to there, but I had a little tiny nick in there, and doing something I shouldn't have done. And I still hate the fact that I did. You could see the little recurve. Otherwise, it would be all the way. It's supposed to be nice and flat. But with the K-bar Big Brother, somebody was doing all this, cheap, blah blah, never K-bar, blah blah blah. So I banged the edges together, and I took a nice chunk out of that K-bar, and I put a nice little chip into here, and so then I had to grind it out. So it still breaks my heart that I did that to both knives. So this, obviously, I left the black raw, you can see, and this, you have this area right here is flat to convex, right here is hollow, and obviously right here is flat. This is a multiple grind, complex grind knife that people just don't understand. So I left a V-notch that you'll see in the Rambo knife. The basic shape, I gave it a little bit different tip. You see how this one's got more of a curve in the tip? I didn't want that, so I kept it nice and, well, I kind of rounded it the opposite direction. So it's this instead, you know what I mean? It's that instead of that. Just more meat at the tip. And you'll notice that theirs is a little bit longer, right? The original was a little bit longer. And the reason this one is longer than this one, and I didn't go with that length, is because I actually measure mathematically, and to find the perfect balance point in this blade, it needed to be shorter. So I could have made it with bad balance bigger, or good balance and just a little smaller and just do it right. And that's what I did. I wanted to do it right. So comfort for comfort, this isn't like it's an uncomfortable knife, but it's nowhere near this. This is insane. Are they both true full tang? Well, obviously. You'll notice that mine is a little bit thicker. A little bit. It's just an absolute beast. Now, this one isn't balanced horribly. It's not bad. There's nothing in the rear except, like, I think there's two little wooden planks in there, and then it's wrapped in like a tape. And I don't remember, I'm trying to think, I think it had this black tape under, that original black tape stuff, and it was crappy, and I wanted to use it, so I put on a new layer of tape. Oh, and it was too thin, that's right. So I put on a new layer of tape and made the handle just a little bit better. It's the exact same, it's the tape, and I just put on more tape. So it just made it more comfortable. It's actually, you can feel the grip is softer, so it's just better to hold. But it's the same exact thing. I didn't change anything in that. I mean, this is crazy, guys. If you are an ultimate Rambo knife collector, like you try to have everything that the other guy doesn't have, or you want to have the best Rambo knife collection, you should offer me a lot of money for this, because this is probably the only one. I looked for them and I couldn't find them. This is a seriously valuable piece. This one you can have made right now from scratch. So this one is not super valuable. It's just super awesome. This one can take a ton of beating, man. I beat the crap out of this blade. And I know people who have ordered them that have done the same thing, that have just taken them out and used them, and they absolutely love the knife. It's got more of like a hatchet or axe type edge, that nice convex edge. So it's really made just for hacking. I mean, it is a machete, that's what it's for. But don't get it wrong. Coming across the skin, this will take off a head for Bigfoot when you're out there. But yeah, it's really just so nice in the hand. This right here is so well contoured. Whoever designed that, Great job. But it carries on through here and it locks your hand in there so nice. It's just awesome. So the two together, I mean, they're really cool. They're really cool. I still do like Hibbins design. I actually really like it. It's one of those Hibbins designs that I can totally get into. And there's not a ton of those that I'll say that about, but this one is. You'll also notice the where my guard goes. See how his tape goes straight across because his little wooden plank goes straight across. Where I brought mine down at an angle, and I wanted that guard to be completely useful. And you'll notice also where his V is, it's just a straight line. So he took a straight bar and did that. And you'll notice how this one goes out and around first, right? If you were going to be forging this the way Stallone forged it, you wouldn't have ended up probably with that straight piece because he was hammering and bending it. So you would have had a nice bend. So I wanted to give that. And normally, for strength purposes, you'd want to go round right here. But because the original had a V cut, I stayed with a V cut. That's the only reason that's there. But you can definitely see the difference. The grinds, the complex grinds in this, that's what sets it off, though. That's what sets it off. You have this guy right here. It's just flat. It's flat all the way through, which I'm a fan of. I do love big flat grind. But this thing being complex, it's got 3 different grinds in there. Just awesome. Just awesome, man. And it's got micarta scales, which just help you hold on for all weather. So that's the difference between mine and the original, kind of. The original is going to be different, where it's going to be natural black, and it's going to have like these cool little like hammer holes, replicated in there. They're not real hammer holes in the ones you're buying. They're just put in there by design. But it definitely has that and it looks cool. This is still one of my favorite Gil Hibben designs and it's so simple. But I think he absolutely nailed it with this for what it was up until this point, pretty much. But that was a Stallone thing because Gil Hibben originally designed one with a handle. The problem is he made it typical Gil Hibben, and it was all really stupid stuff all over it and really almost fantasy looking. And Stallone was like, no, it has to look like something that I could forge in the woods. And I wanted to maintain that because this looks like something you can still forge in the woods. You just throw some scales on it. It's not like knife makers in other countries in the woods don't have the ability to put on knife handles and guards. They can do that. But Stallone wanted something that made it look like he was able to get it done real fast, real simple, real easy. So Gil Hibben did a great job of doing that. I just wanted one that was better. And I have a better sheath. So I'm thinking I might put this up to see who offers what. And if you are a serious collector and you really want to do your homework and try to find out if you can even find one of these, go ahead. You want to make an offer? It's got to be a serious offer. Serious offer. This isn't one of those joke offers like, hey man, I'll give you $200 for that thing. Okay, I'll run you over in my car. I'm telling you, this is this, because I haven't seen another one. This is a once in a lifetime grab if you are a true Rambo fan and you want a signature series blade that you will not find anywhere else, that none of your other Rambo collector friends are going to have. I'll tell you what, I'd be willing to get rid of this one because I just want that cheap, crappy black one. I do. I want the cheap one. I bought this and I saw it and I was like, oh wow, that's really nice. I got to have it. And I was right to think that because it's really nice. It's really nice. Do I need it? No. Can I save it and collect it and watch the value keep going up? Yeah. Does that really bother me or matter to me? Honestly, no. So that's it. I think I'm using this video right now to say that I will sell that. Big money. But man, I hate even saying that, but I will. I'll sell it. I'll go get one of the cheap ones and I'll be happy. Out of sight, out of mind type thing. Like if I don't know I have it anymore, then it won't bother me so much. But if nobody buys it, I don't care because it's awesome. So that's it. This thing, Kukri House did such a good job on this. They did such a good job on the dbad Mission 4. If you want to check one out, just go to the Kukri House, www. You know what? Screw that. I'll just put the link down below. Makes it a whole lot easier. And you can go ahead and get yourself a Mission 4. This thing is awesome. All right, so when I get a new, like a Gil Hibbons style, the movie replica one, I'll take them back out and I'll do some more hits. But I just wanted to get that initial look over done real quick. And I had no idea going into this that this was going to end with an offer of sale. So this is one of those really rare times where that's going to happen. That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.